as it's rolling up and down the fingers. Switch that. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. And into the wrist. And across the knuckles. And we'll leave the ball in the palm of the hands, interlace the fingers and squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release. And squeeze one more time. And release. Let's go around the back. Switch directions. Switch. Switch. And switch. Switch. And through the legs, hinging at the waist. Switch. 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 And switch. Leave the ball on the floor, assess how the feet are feeling on the floor, how the ankles feel, how the knees feel, how the hips feel. Take a note, step on the ball, press down 3 times. Bring it up to the knuckles, press down once on each. Roll across the knuckles. Bring the ball to the back of the heel and pivot on the toes to roll the ball across the top of the heel. And press down just below the first knuckle at the side of the top of the heel. And in the middle of the 5th metatarsal. And then roll down the bones. And hello, Suzanne and Bill and Don. And scribble. Three, two, one, release. Reassess. Go to the other foot, press it down. Up to the knuckles. Rolling across. Rolling across the top of the heel. Pressing on the 3 spots. Rolling down the bones. And scribbling. Three, two, one. Get the ball out of the way. And shake the tree. 3, 2, 1, and centering. Twist at the waist, swing the arms. And center. We're going to do Wuji style primordial Tai Chi today. So you want to separate at the armpit so you can fit a robin's egg under there. Hold, breathe in. Drop the hands, palms come up to about shoulder height. Elbows go down, palms go back down. Right hand goes up to the right side. You look at it with your third eye. Come back down. Go to the left side with the left hand. Putting that back down. Form a chi ball in front. Bring that chi ball up to the heart. Out. Back down with your arms extended. In. Up to the heart. And then turn to your right with the chi ball. Extend your arms. Turn to the left with the chi ball. Turn back to the right. Back to center with your right hand below and your left hand up, forming the chi ball that way. And then bring your right hand around, left hand down. Right hand's on top now, and it goes back down to the bottom. Pivot on your left heel and turn to your left. And bring your left hand out, your right hand, your left hand, pivot on your heel and turn to the left again. Your right hand is on the bottom, your left hand is on the top, forming the chi ball. Bring that right hand up and around again. Left hand goes down, then the left hand comes up. And pivot on your heel and turn left again. Left hand out, right hand out, left hand out. Then bring your arms out. Hinge at the waist, bend your knees, scoop up chi. And bring it up to your crown. And then down the body with your hands together, left hand in front. And hold it at the dantian, the lower dantian, right below the belly button. Take a couple of breaths. And we're going to stop there and do some walking, marching, or jogging. So today, figured we'd do back pushes, big four, with or without weights, or a bottle or a can, or whatever you want to hold in your hands, or not. There's a lot of squatting involved in that, so I wouldn't do rapid squats. And got some 5 Tibetans in the after class. So continue doing what you're doing, of course. Be safe. I think I will sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15. 25. And 30. 2 deep breaths. Interlace the fingers. Raise the hands up overhead. Reach up. If you can, bend back into an extension. Hold. Squeezing the glutes. Back to center. Drop one hand to the side. Bend in that direction. Come back up. Drop the other hand. Bend in that direction. Back up. Both hands at your side and shrug. Roll the shoulders back. And forward. Extend the arms, rotate. And the other direction. Thumbs are up, thumbs are down. Bring one arm across the body, press in the elbow. Then the other. First arm behind the back, pressing down and in on the elbow. And then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. Send one arm, fingers up, pull back on the fingers. Fingers down. Flop the wrist, wiggle the fingers, make a fist. And let's do the same on the other hand with the fingers up. Down. And flopped. And hands at the side, let's rotate the neck. Other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Tuck in the chin and pack like a pigeon. Look up. Down. Over one shoulder. Then the other. We'll do a side lunge. Other way. Yeah, come on up and grab a stick because we're doing the GymStick routine. And we'll get the hamstrings and calves with the stick later. We're going to start with some dynamic swimmers behind the back. Switch directions. Bring the stick behind the back, twist at the waist. And then up overhead, go side to side. And then behind the back, just above the knees, bring your hands in front between the legs, or in the middle of the legs. Hinge at the waist and pull up. Looking up, hinging. Nice deep breath, and then bring the stick around front. Two hands at or near the top. Step back, hinge at the waist. Stretch the upper body. Line up, bring a stick with one hand across the body. Hand is at or near the top. Bring the other hand around underneath the arm. Hinge at the waist. Tug on the shoulder. And then do the same thing on the other side. Come on back up. Put the stick at the side of the foot. Push out with the top hand, pull in with the bottom hand, hinge slightly at the waist. Same thing on the other side. And then bring the stick out in front of one foot. Move that foot about 6 inches away. Let the stick fall on your collarbone. Both hands slide down. Lift the sole of the foot off the floor so you have the heel, stretching your hamstring. And if you want, you can move that laterally, the foot laterally side to side to increase the stretch. Come on up. Do the same thing on the other side, the other foot. Come on up. Press the first foot against the stick, the sole of the foot, to stretch the calf. And then get the other calf. Bring the stick in front. Bend the front leg, back leg, you're on the ball of the foot. You're going down and stretching the hip flexors. You can hold on with two hands or one hand. Switch position of the legs to switch the other side. And come on up. Grab one leg by the ankle, shin, or toes. Stretch the quads. Then the other. And bring that first foot in front, push your knee back, hinge at the waist. Stretch the glutes. Come on back, get the other one. And come on down, put the stick in front, hold on with two hands, one hand, or a finger or two. Spread your feet to about hip width apart. And we're gonna go side to side here. You wanna keep your big toe on the ground at all times, but knock your knees together, then bring your feet out. So you're sort of resting on the fifth metatarsal layer on both sides, but keep the big toe on the ground, going back and forth, back and forth. From a flat foot to an arch foot. Toes should be straight, pointed straight ahead. I have a problem keeping my foot going straight ahead, as you may have noticed. So you got to make those constant adjustments. And then press down on that toe and create the arch foot by rolling back to the side of your fifth metatarsal on both sides and just hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're done. All right. Let's put the stick down. If you're going to use a weight, grab it. If not, just to run through quickly again, there's 4 moves. Squat, however you want to do it. If you can only go that far, that's fine. Raises around the clock, either outside or through the middle. And then the press. We're going to do 10. We'll do 3 sets. I'll get quicker as we go along with each set, and I'm going to move the squats to a different position each time. But we're going to start with the squats for the first one. Ready? 1, 2. Nine and 10 raises. I started a little too fast on that one. All right, and around the clock. And presses. And then come on down, take a couple of breaths. We're going to start with the raises, then do the squats, then the around the clock, and then the presses again. Ready? That's 10 squats. Around the clock, I'm going to go through the middle. And finally some presses. And some restorative breaths. This time we're going to move the squats into the third position. So we'll do raises around the clock, squats and presses. A little bit faster, starting now. And around the clock. And squats. Oops, sorry. And the final one, some presses, nice and quick. Eight, 9, 10, yay. Whew. All right. Put those weights down if you have them. And this week we're just doing a great big inhale through the nose. And then a sigh of relief, let it out. Whoosh, however you want to do it. So we'll do 5 of those. Nice big deep inhale, 3-dimensional. Last one. And rubbing those hands together, cultivating chi and forming an ornery chi ball, which has us doing all sorts of things. As we shift weight from one channel to the other like water flowing. And the center with 2 breaths. And let us open our hearts. Exhaling as our hands go out and our weight shifts to the toes. Inhaling as they come in, and we go back on our heels. And then pause on the inhale, exhale, and send it out. And center. 2 breaths. And bring down chi from above. And let's coax it up from below. And
Thank you, Tom.
Hey, Jack, you're very welcome. Great to see you.
Thank
Thank
Tom.
you, Tom.
Good to see you. Mira, take care.
Thanks,
Glad I
Tom.
didn't miss that one.
I'm sorry.
I said, I'm glad I didn't miss that one.
Oh, good, Nina. Good, good. That's great. Yeah,
So long.
what happened to my camera? Yes, so long. So long, Bill. Say hello to Marlene.
I will. Thank you.
Okay. For those of you sticking around, we've got some fun Tibetan action coming up. I'm going to switch that camera to the middle. Remind you, and Suzanne, that you can twist at the waist and swing the arms or do a spin up to 11. When you're done, take 2 deep breaths. I'm going to switch the camera to the floor where I'll meet you when you finish those 2 breaths. No rush. Lying back. Just that camera a little. And you want to get out of the way there, kid? Hands are either by the side, under the small of the back to protect your back if you need it, or under your head to protect your neck if you need it. Feet are either on the floor with soles on the floor, or legs are extended. Either way, you're coming up with your head, neck, and shoulders as either your legs come up in extended position or your soles come off the ground. And right back down. I'm going to do 6 modified with soles on the ground and 5 regulars. You do what works for you, starting now. And when you're done, take 2 deep breaths. Come on over and roll over and onto your knees. Hands are behind thighs or on the glutes. You can just bend back from your knees if you cannot do back extensions, but if you can, come back and forward. That's one. And when you're done, take 2 deep breaths. Sit down. Hands are normally by your side with the fingers facing forward, but if you find it easier, put them behind your back with the fingers facing away. In a regular inverted table, your legs are extended and you come up into the table. In the modified version, soles and feet are on the floor. You come up. Whatever works, starting now. And when you're done, 2 breaths. Finally, we're going to get on all fours. In the modified version, we'll come up into a cobra. Unmodified regular version, starting a down dog. Going to an up dog. I'll do 6 and 5. Starting now. And when you're done, come around. Sit down, cross your legs over. Feels right for you this morning. We're going to rotate at the waist. Either sitting up, bending over, 6 in one direction, 5 in the other. Come on up, take 2 deep breaths. Switch the position of the feet. So that one that was in front goes behind, or one that was on the top goes below. We're going to do 5 in the original direction, 6 in reverse. Pausing. On the last round, to stretch out in front and do 2 rounds of box breathing, 4 in, 4 hold, 4 exhale, 4 hold. And then we'll do the same on the left and the same on the right side. Here we go. And stretching out and breathing. Left side. And the right side. And coming up.
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome, Suzanne. Have a great day.
You too. Enjoy the sunshine.
Yeah. Looking nice out there.
Yep.
Ma'am, take care.
You too. We actually have sunshine today too, but
Oh,
it's still
everything's
in the low
coordinated.
40s.
That's great.
Have a good day.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So Richard, tomorrow class is at 10, but we're going to meet at 1, right?
Right, got it.
Okay. Beautiful. All right. Thank you.